Hey guys, it's TechGrain here. In today's video, I want to go over why you should not buy a GPU right now before January, because supposedly in January with CES, we are going to get ourselves the new 50 series cards from NVIDIA, meaning that the new best of the best GPUs will be coming out then. And you might be wondering yourself, in your mindset, you're like, should I buy a GPU right now, and is it a good idea, or should I hold off till later? And I want to go over 3 reasons on why you should buy a GPU right now, and I'm going to be serious about these and give some valid points, and 3 reasons on why you shouldn't as well. So hopefully you can take away from this to actually make yourself a decision on what you want to do. So let's go over the 3 reasons why you should buy your GPU first before anything else. So let's get in the first reason. The first reason why you should buy a GPU right now, if you're looking to build yourself a new PC or you're going to get into PC gaming. Now, if you're not going to spend a whole lot in the first place to get yourself a nice actual PC, you're going around like $500 to $800, I wouldn't really be concerned about actually like not buying a GPU right now. Grab yourself whatever GPU you want that works for your PC build, because you're probably building this as a entry build, or you're just building it as an upgrade for yourself, and if you deserve it and you worked hard to save up your money, absolutely go for it. However, if you do feel hesitant about holding off and saving your money, I completely get. And this is going to be the second reason why I would recommend an actual GPU. So if you guys do not know, they stopped producing the 4090s and 4080s, meaning that their prices are gradually going to go up because of that. And actually the 4090 right now is actually over $3,000 in some places. So once those stock actually run on out, we will probably see the 4070, 3070, and also some other GPUs, just like in the lower end ones, start going up as well. I would say they go up probably around $100 to $200, but that's once they stop producing those GPUs that you don't see in them going around the market. So that's kind of my biggest concern with the GPU market right now, plus also the new tariffs too, which is not going to really impact the pricing too much. Like, it's going to increase it by a certain amount, but I'm not exactly sure by how much. So the GPU economy is definitely going to go up later here. So that's the second reason on why I would recommend to buy a GPU. And the third reason I would recommend buying a GPU right now is if your workflow right now you're doing actually needs a GPU upgrade. So let's just say, for example here, you are using something that requires a lot of video VRAM. Your GPU right now is not cutting and you're running into some problems. Like, a great example here is for me personally, I was using 32 gigabytes of RAM, and I was running into some problems when I was using my editing software, Photoshop, and some other stuff that I was using almost all the time near 64 gigabytes. Now, what that was leading to is my 32 gigabytes of RAM being crashing consistently. So if you know your GPU right now is not able to handle your current workflow, you definitely want to upgrade your GPU. It's not even a want, it's a need the actual upgrade. So if you need the upgrade right now, absolutely do it. There's no reason not to, unless you're able to hold off with the problems you have at hand and wait for the 5090 to come out. Then I would recommend saving. Now let's go into 3 reasons why you shouldn't buy a GPU right now. Now these are going to be very situational depending on your situation. So the first reason why you shouldn't buy a new GPU right now, if you're actually building yourself a new PC, your GPU is already working for your build, and there's no real reason to buy a new GPU. Now, great example here is my friend. I have a YouTuber friend who does movie reactions and stuff like that, and he recently built himself a new PC, and he pretty much copied my parts list for my ultimate PC build, which completely respect. If you have the money, go for it. But I literally told him here, I would not recommend upgrading your GPU, because if your GPU is already working for your workflow, there is no reason to upgrade it. Which he already had like a 1080 Ti, and I'm surprised on how good that GPU is, absolutely crushing it in actually 2024. I think it'll be fine in 2025. Let me know if you guys want to see like a video like comparing the 2080, the 1080 Ti yearly to see how good they go by during like each generation, because I just want to see how good they age, you know what I'm saying? So if you're interested in that, let me know by smashing the like button. If we get over 50 likes, we'll absolutely do that. But he has a 1080 Ti, it's been working fine. I just told him, build this PC now, hold on your 1080 Ti. If it's working, don't change it. Then when the 5090 does come out, since you have the money for it, then buy it. So that way you can just save your money right now. That's one reason I would say, like, if you're looking to not buy a GPU, hold off. And if something's working, why fix something if it's not broken? You know what I'm saying? So let's get to my second reason on why you should not buy a GPU right now. Now this one is going to depend on the person. Now, what I mean by this is that depending on your price point for your PC build, you may or may not want to buy a GPU for it. So if you're spending over $1,000 to $2,000 on a PC build right now, if you're planning to make this like something you personally use for gaming that you want the best stuff, or you may be using for work right now, you definitely want to hold off from buying a GPU. Like I said earlier, my friend Tim, for a great example here, he has built himself a new PC. Didn't make sense to upgrade his actual GPU since he had something that's already working. And I don't feel like you have to be the same scenario as Tim to build something. You can really just be like, I want to actually hold off my money from spending it right now, so I can earn a little bit more bread right now. That way I can invest a little bit more in my new PC later in January. You know what I'm saying? So like maybe for example here, you want to build yourself a PC. You might only be able to get yourself a 4080 right now, but maybe within a month you can get yourself a 5090. You know what I'm saying? Like save yourself some money and hold off just for a little bit longer just to see what else you can invest this into. You might be able to get it instead of a 1TB SSD, you may be able to get a 2TB SSD. Hell, you might even get a 4TB SSD or something along those lines if you get the general gist. That's what I'm trying to imply. Don't buy something now if you're going to regret it later. So that's my second reason. That's kind of like a mix between the second and third reason. The third reason is primarily the exact same mindset. If you are going to build something new and you know in a month later from now, you're probably gonna get outdated, not entirely outdated, but like you'll still be a very powerful system you currently have. But if you feel like you're gonna regret it within a month's time, don't buy it. Absolutely just don't buy it if you feel like you're gonna feel regretful about it. And I just want to make sure you guys know that like that mindset absolutely sucks. Great example here is I bought originally a 2080 Super. Now keep in mind, this was back in December before the 3080 came out, or the 30 series. And ever since I did that, I realized to myself, man, I'm a freaking idiot. But at the same time too, like I regret it, and it's the same time I learned from it. And that's why I'm sharing this video with you guys, so you can learn from my mistakes and from my just knowledge altogether. Hopefully you guys find this video helpful or interesting. If you did, make sure to smash the like button, get subscribed so you don't miss future videos, because later here we'll be building the ultimate PC build in February with a 5090. So you don't want to miss out on that, definitely get subscribed. I'll see you for on Tech Rant out.